Namaskar. In tradition, they have mentioned that this whole lifespan is divided into 4 parts. One is the childhood age, then a young age, then pre-retirement age, and then after retirement age. Now, this phase of life, every phase of life, I would say, we should be prepared for. We should really plan every phase thoroughly well. Then we will not suffer from anything. And so let's understand now how to go about with what is called as retirement age. And before that, we have to begin this retirement age preparation from pre-retirement age. That is at around 50 years, we should start planning for the years ahead. So now let's understand how do we go ahead in our life. First, power shift. Person must be mentally prepared that he was very much at power. He used to rule the house, he used to rule his business, and he was at a very good post even in service. So he had something, people were working under him. So here he was used to giving orders, expecting things from others, telling them what to do, what not to do, and all that stuff. Now there has to be a shift. As you would retire, things would be very much different. Person has to be prepared for it. So what should you do? At the age of 50, around that, before that also, person should learn to leave the place for some time. Go out and allow the second generation, young generation, to take charge of the things. Now let the family members run the house. Let family members learn how to do various things in the house. And this is what is required. Try and give them a helping hand now. Now not to take a main role of decision, but now listen to what younger generation has taken a decision and you follow that. So your role becomes a secondary role. So this is that phase which you are preparing yourself before retirement. Usually people, they collect money for their next generation. My child or my grandchild should have this comfort. So they collect money for generation, others, family members in their life. I would say no. You are supposed to keep the money for your retirement age so that you become monetarily also self-reliant. You don't have to ask for money from your children. You should have your self-sufficient money to carry on in your golden years. Start learning new activities, new things. I remember one professor who was in a college, and when he retired, he had planned that he is going to learn Urdu and he is going to say shairis and have a group of people where he would be a shairi man. And he really enjoyed his golden years very well. He started learning yoga. So learning some subject. There was a person who started learning Sanskrit because he was a voracious reader, and then he started reading our Vedas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Yoga Sutras in Sanskrit, and he really enjoyed. So he's still learning. He is now 92. He is still learning, giving exams of Sanskrit in Bombay University also, and reading all these scriptures. There are people who have taken to dancing, singing. Some people became Mukesh, and some people become Sehgal, and some becomes Mahendra Kapoor, and some become Muhammad Rafi, and so on. I have seen that they really start singing and they really identify themselves with some important singer and Jagjit Singh, and they really enjoyed the whole thing. Such hobbies, pottery, nature trail, it's beautiful thing. Some every day would get up in the morning and go to areas, you see areas where there are lots of flowers, fruits, start taking interest in plant kingdom. Some take interest in animal kingdom, some take interest in words and all these things. So find out your interest and you would really enjoy doing things. understand our deteriorating body. As we grow, our body's capacity deteriorates. As we grow, our bones become stiff, brittle. If they break, it takes time to join. It doesn't happen like young age. As we grow, our muscle strength becomes weak. Muscles should be used, otherwise they also become weak and they won't allow you to walk well. Our spine gets hunched because spine is stiff. So we have to maintain to keep flexibility, but it definitely happens that you have to take care over there. Your breathing becomes little shallow. Person doesn't breathe well because everything gets tight. Muscles are tight, doesn't allow expansion. So the breathing becomes very shallow. So you can't do that much physical work as you were doing in young age. All these things happen. Learning yoga is a very, very important thing. So here are asanas which you should do regularly. Here are pranayams, energy level, which you should do. Yoga is something which I feel every human should learn. But in any case, right from 45 years to prepare yourself for old age, that becomes a need, a real need of your body. There is a statement in Gujarati, they say, Sati Buddhi Nati. They say that at the age of 60, your intelligence goes away. If you are learning everything, something, if you are memorizing every day, something or other, you are doing something mentally, you will not lose it. Muscles, you are using it, you will not lose it. I would say plan your place of living, residence for the retirement age. If you are living in a city which is full of pollution, full of hurry, worry, roads are bad, everything is not so healthy, you should rather select some such area where nature is in abundance, where you get a good amount of oxygen, where you have river flowing or some sea around, where you have natural strength around. And if you live in such place, that would be a very peaceful life, away from running around, away from people who have no time for yourself, not even to look at you. But you go to such a place where people have a relaxed life and so on. You should always have a group of people who also are of your age, where you could sit, talk, play, dance, do all the activities. They should have some time. In city life, nobody has time. But when you go to such environment, you really enjoy your life. So you should see, now all the money which we always say, which you are keeping for yourself, you should invest in such place and you should go and live in such place with a very much comfortable life, but a life in midst of nature. And that I would definitely advise, because then you person remains healthy in any case when you are in natural environment. And so try and think your old age from all these angles. So follow all these things and make your retirement age, golden years really beautiful, useful, purposeful. See that you live your life comfortably. See that you live your life in a way that you feel that life is nothing else but joy, nothing else but really, really worth living. And so take charge. Namaskar.